Good morning, and I'm doing a end of winter walk around. It's end of August in Australia, and we have the almond tree in full blossom. So I've removed 2 roses. This is a purple one. It's a really deep purple with a really spicy scent to it. And then there's another one over here, which is kind of a lucky dip because I don't know what colour it is. So we'll find out. So I've got my few seed trays. I think that one over there is status. And that one is feverfew, baby's breath. I think that one, I'm not sure what that one is, we'll find out. And that is bok choy. Well, I'll put my straw flowers in here. I don't know how they're going to cope, but they were getting too big for the seed tray. So they're in the ground and we'll see what happens. And in this bare patch, I have put my oxheart carrots. So I'm anxious and excited to see what they turn out like, because I think they're going to be a good carrot if they grow. Well, this is my dahlia and ranunculus patch with a couple of roses up the end there. And they're finally coming up, but still no flowers. So I had to cover my cauliflowers, and because of the nasty little white butterfly. And there's a few self-seeded lettuces. So I don't think I'll have to buy lettuce seeds for a long time as they keep self-seeding. And here I've got my, I think they're Swedes, rutabagas, in amongst the dill. So I harvested some, or I picked some dill last week and I stuck it in the dehydrator. And there's probably some more Swedes going up there. A few radishes. I've already pulled out a whole heap and used them. Well, so far so good with these cabbages. I'm not sure if I should protect them from that butterfly. There's lots of leaves. They're trying to grow. We'll see. And there's a little bit of celery. Some kohlrabies. 1 pea plant. More celery, which I've been picking and putting into salads. It's been really nice. There's one of my pea towers. Lots of flowers, so I might get some peas soon. So I think there's more Swedes there, and I've got a feeling that these are parsnips. So we'll see if we actually get something. Some sort of flower. Lucky dip type flower, because I really don't know what it is. We'll see. And here, because of our cats, local cats that think this is a public toilet, I've recently planted potatoes down this half, and I even got a crop, a small crop that grew over winter. So I was pretty happy about that. So half of it's planted up with potatoes, and this half still has nothing in it. And I put netting over it because the cats, they just go nuts in here. So now they can't get in. They could walk on top of it, but they can't dig. So I thought that was very clever. I've got this bag of dirt where I did have a fruit tree that I pulled out. And now I've got parsnips in there. And they're doing okay. So I won't do anything with this until they're finished. And then I will move the dirt out the back into one of the beds. So there's a line of beetroots, and they're not ready yet. But these ones, I started pulling a few out. The only thing I did wrong was that I've got peonies growing in amongst them. I put them too close to the peonies. But anyway, peonies are only young, so they're not going to do a whole lot. So I'll be more careful next year. And in the back there, I've got some Sweet William that I grew from seed. Cat's been in there, rotten animals. self-sown lettuce and some more, I think, Swedes and my roses. You can see them this time because they're getting their new leaves. So there's my row of roses and some irises and a few beetroots that I still have to pull out. No, I think there's some cabbages there. Cabbages? Well, there could be cauliflowers and some couple of lettuces here and there. And there's my row of citruses, one row of them. They're coming good. This one had gone completely yellow and it's only just started to green up again. I gave it some food and I killed the grass around the base. So I've got to go around again and kill the grass because the trees prefer it. So what do we have here? I've been eating a few more. I think I need another 4 because we're going to replace the plastic pots that are around all my trees because I planted the pots with no bases and I put the trees in them. So hubby chopped the ties in half and we put some holes in them so that we can join them up again, and we'll see how that goes. And I really couldn't care less about rubber leaching into the soil because nothing's going to happen over my lifetime. Those trees are going to be fine. I think it's a little bit dramatised, all this, what do you call it, green this, green that. It's a load of rubbish. Well, my big flower bed, it's looking pretty good. No weeds, no grass, not yet. I'm really happy that I put the mulch down and hubby helped me. Getting a few flowers. Everything's coming back to life now. And this petunia has survived through the winter. I guess it's unusual for petunias, but it must be happy here. That's my dogs going off. There's a little bit of colour, a little bit of spring colour, and that petunia also flowered through the winter. With all the frost and everything, it still managed to stay alive. Bit more colour. I just shoved a few things in there so that it would have a bit of colour in there. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with my boomerang garden. There's not much to show because it's all been asleep during the winter. Little pot. My tulip. It's not moving, no wind. Yeah, it's definitely spring. I'll still clean up this bed. I started pulling things out, but I didn't have the heart to get rid of all these nice leeks, which I'm going to have to do something with. My collards, doing okay. Not for long because the white butterfly will attack them. Another bed full of leeks and a few onions. Guess I should clean it out to make room for other things. And here's a passion fruit, which was a passion fruit, but it turned into a banana passion fruit. So that's all right. I like them too. I think all the passion fruits are grafted onto banana stock. And it's in one of the beds, which has got kohlrabis. Still waiting for them to get big enough to eat. We've had one. And silly me, I planted all these cauliflowers that I grew from seed. And this is what they do. They go from this to this. We'll still use them, but I'm going to throw the seeds out so I don't get caught up next year. And don't grow this variety again because it's pretty useless really. Anyway, we will eat it. Here's my peas. I think I should start getting a few soon. They're almost as tall as I am. Lots of flowers on them. I did tie them up so they'd stop blowing around in the wind. And with a bit of luck in the next week or two, we'll get some peas. Fingers crossed. That's a carrot bed. Not much going on in there. We'll get a few out of it. But I think once these are done, I'll get some more of those ox heart ones and put them in there. This is my renovated garden bed, and I put lots of things in. My josta berries are about to explode, erupt into flower if they do get a flower. And that's my plum tree, another plum tree. Hopefully I didn't kill it. We'll see if it decides to flower. This is an Angelina plum, and that one some Japanese variety. So this grevillea is just about to flower. Be interesting to see if the flowers are actually the same as the picture. And the bees are enjoying the flowers here. You probably can't see them, but they're buzzing around. And I put a couple of grapes in, but they're not doing too good, so I might have to complain. More josta berries. That's my mandarin. It's doing pretty good. Well, I'm not sure what's in here. They're supposed to be broccoli, but we'll find out soon enough if they actually do something. But I've got them covered so that those rotten butterflies don't bother them. But looking at them, they're kind of looking like Brussels sprouts, which will be useless because it's too late in the season. Oh well. I'm learning. Next year I'll do better. It's an onion bed. That's the one I had covered. And the onions are big enough now, so I took the cover off. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. We're still eating them. There's always plenty of lettuce. Well, these are supposed to be broccoli. But I don't know. I should mark things. Anyway, it's a bit of what I would call a lucky dip garden. And this is what I do with the lettuce that bolt. I throw them around the other plants as mulch, so they're good for something. Well, we're actually getting some asparaguses, so I'm going to have to start picking them. There's not many, because I don't really take care of them. I should. This is the raspberries and calendula, so the bees are enjoying that. I've got 2 patches like this. That's my... Yeah, that's my useless strawberry patch. So, what am I going to do with this patch? I'm going to put pumpkins in. I decided, one variety of pumpkin. And here I've got broccoli and collards. Not broccoli, kale. Kale that nobody likes. So I'm going to get rid of it because we don't eat it. I'm the only one that likes it. So anyway, I shall put pumpkins along this side, and along here it can grow up onto my veggie arch. I'm going to put beans, and then when the peas are done, I'll find something. I think cucumbers. I'll stick some. Actually, I'll put the cucumbers here, and when the peas are done, I'll put the beans in there. So I'll have all sorts of things growing up here. And on the other side, I'll have the pumpkins in the ground, and maybe one climbing up the arch. So we shall see. Oh, well, I wanted another shovel, like the one I had. I still have. I'm just tired of moving the one shovel to each bed. So we ordered a shovel, but it's really, really small. So you can see I can just fit my foot on the side of it there. But it's good for in here because I don't need a big shovel in this area. So we decided to keep it. And that's my rhubarb that I had completely stripped a couple of weeks ago, and it's all coming back. And you can see these planters. I'm going to put tyres, one tyre around these. I'll take the planters out and they'll get a tyre, But we won't have to cut those ones because I can just slip them over the top of the plant. And I've got more grass, which is going to go into the compost bins because they need a bit of wet stuff in there. So this is my thornless blackberry that I'm protecting because the neighbour sprays, and he has got a paddock full of cape weed. Ugh. Hopefully he'll cut it before they flower. Anyway, it's his property. I shouldn't complain. So I just want to show you my mulberry tree. It's got little fruits. This tree was at death's door and I pulled it out of the ground and I put it in a baseless planter, and it's got all this new growth last year. So I'm very happy, and I think I probably need 2 tyres around this one, so we'll stack them on top of each other. That's why Happy cut them, because we can't slip them over the top of the trees, so we have to put them around the base and then tie them up again. But that's okay. Well, the dirt mound is getting smaller, and I'll show you where we put it. So we ended up filling in the hole. We'll probably need more soil, but I wanted Happy to stop digging because I need some of that soil to backfill around the tyres, around all my fruit trees. That's the back of the what I call the boomerang bed. It's shaped more like a kidney, but I call it a boomerang bed. And it's a bit